Hello and welcome back to another video. It's me, Krashy, again, talking about some Gears of War. And today we're going to be seeing, as you can tell by the title, today we're going to be talking about the update to the upcoming Title Update 3. Now, first off, let me say, congratulations, we are getting some communication, and this makes me happy. An update of an update, as irrelevant or redundant as that may seem, it gives you understanding, and it lets you feel like there is mutual respect to be told, hey, we're going to be compiling this stuff for you, give us some time, this is what we're going to be focusing on. So with that said, I'm going to go through this little update coming from Pez, and the update of the update, and talk about what I think so far. Of course, I'll be doing one for the full patch notes and release notes and everything like that. So first off, I want to say, they're talking about there's going to be lots of content coming out, which is awesome. Craftable content is perfect because I don't have to worry about price points or anything like that. So craftable content, lots of new content, perfect. That's exactly what you want to keep your player base engaged. It's what you want to, keep the game feeling fresh and give us something to grind for. So awesome. Really, really excited about that. There's almost no way you can go wrong with that. I am interested to see if some of that content is going to come out in gear packs as well, so you can actually earn it from like an elite crate or a versus crate, something like that. But I guess we'll find out later down the road. Honestly, it doesn't even matter. Just craftable content in general is really awesome. So they said in the hundreds, there's going to be bug fixes, which is obviously good. That's part of standard development. And then they're going to coin this as Season 2 for Gears of War 4. Now, I don't really care for that, but at the same time, it's massively irrelevant. It doesn't really matter what you call the state of the game. They could call it, Gears 4 version 02.42, and it really wouldn't matter. So, the fact that they're calling it Season 2, it kind of like irks me a little bit, because in the game, we're in Season 1, or in Season 0, we never even hit a Season 1, and in esports, if you think about it as a season, we're in the first season of Gears 4, so I don't really understand that, but it doesn't really matter as my phone goes off. Awkward. But whatever, doesn't really matter. So basically, post starts off and says they want to update us on UIR card packs. They're going to be having a meeting. There's a lot of heads involved. They have to, they have to go over some stuff and basically talk about it. So this is good, but I really just want the clarity on it. I want to know that they understand and that they will be willing to make the necessary changes, because at the end of the day, them being aware of people's thoughts and is not necessarily going to end in our favor, but I guess we'll see. It's good that they're talking about it. It's good that they're open about the fact that they're talking about it. So crossplay is also in the discussion. They're hoping to have their final plans out on crossplay. And crossplay, to me, one thing I will say is that I think crossplay is dangerous in certain shooters and certain aspects of gaming, but for Gears, I don't find that to be true. I play the majority of my games on PC. I play Overwatch on PC, and you're so precise and accurate, and Gears just really doesn't have that element. Now, you can be very precise and accurate with Lancer or Longshot, but the game is very movement heavy, and when I'm playing on a mouse and keyboard, I cannot move the way that I move with a controller. So Gears is actually a pretty big exception to that particular scenario. So I think crossplay between console and PC is absolutely fine. I mean, granted, there's not a bunch of cheating and stuff like that, but ultimately, in terms of the community for PC players and just keeping the game fresh and populated for console as well, I think crossplay is going to be absolutely acceptable. So I'm not really worried about that. I do hope they end up finding some kind of a good solution and a good plan to implement crossplay to keep the PC community going, because I think that's a really great thing. Now, they do talk about Guardian spawns, and one of my points, I don't know if I made this in another video, I'm pretty sure I did. I just think Guardian's such a useless game type, so I don't really care, but I do have to understand that there are a community of players out there that do want to play Guardian. So in terms of them finding a way to fix this, or discussing and looking at options to fix this is a good thing. So like I said, while it doesn't really hold much weight to me, it's a very good thing. There is a Guardian community out there, or just people that just want to hop in and play some Guardian, so that's really awesome. Now to the juicy part, and I'm going to read this part out because I think there's a couple of key points here. Lastly, weapon tuning is something we plan on addressing here for social/core playlists. We have been seeing the feedback that weapons need some work in these playlists. We will be doing some internal tests on some changes over the next month, but I will see if we can get an update on something more final before anything hits. Now, the reason this is not good to me is because, one, they have not explicitly stated, or they have not specifically stated, that they are going to be doing any changes to core settings, which I do think there need to be some balance changes to core settings, but not even really the problem. The problem here is that it tells me that they are keeping multiple weapon settings because they're only talking about making changes to social core playlists. The easier solution is just to make one playlist or to make one tuning. Like, it's so common sense that it hurts. So I'm worried. I'm excited to see what they do, but ultimately they should. I really feel like they should have been announcing, hey, we're planning on working on balance for the game. We're going to scrap two tunings, and we're going to be finding that perfect balance. That's what I wanted to hear in this quick update of the update. So we're gonna have to stay tuned and see what else comes with it. I'm excited to see what they have planned for season pass owners, because they apparently have something prepared, and I definitely think that that's something that needed to come along with it, although that was not a huge concern for me. I mean, it is, because the season pass really right now doesn't give a whole lot of content, but like I said, I'm excited to see what they're coming out with. I think new content's great. I want to know exactly how they're doing it. I think, helping out the Guardian and the PC community is great. I think them at least getting into discussions about UIR packs and their pricing and things like that is great, but I'm worried about weapon tuning, because that's a very big one, and so far we have heard nothing about the rank system, because I'll tell you right now, and this is probably the most important thing I can take from this update of the update, is that quit penalty is amazing. If I didn't even say that, it's a huge thing. Quit penalty is amazing, but quitting in a game that has no weight to the ranking system will still happen if they do not rebuild the ranking system. So please remember the difference between matchmaking and ranking system, because we don't even know if the matchmaking works. First of all, understand that. We don't know if the matchmaking works because the ranking system is absolute trash. So they haven't said anything about the ranking system, and obviously adding a ban or a penalty to quitting is really, really great, but it means nothing if the ranking system has no weight, because I'll tell you right now, people are going to get pissed off, and they'll be willing to wait 30 minutes to play another escalation game just because they they don't care. Like, their rank is non-existent. So that's my thoughts. Sorry my phone and my windows went off. I hope I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you so much for checking it out, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Please don't leave without leaving a like. Peace.